pass going to Samuels, right side of the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
A cutback. It's a sprint to the pylon. Touchdown, Matthew Day.
Go take what you want. Are you ready to hit the fun? Everything you got, man. Everything you got. You got to focus. You got to play with heart.
Here comes the rush. Hennessy throws, picked off by Fernandez at the 30-yard line.
How about that Wolfpack?
The Dave Doeren Show is presented by Coca-Cola. Any down can be the one that changes the game. So try the play where you go big on refreshment. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. By North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering and empowering the people and communities we serve. Your Carolina Ford dealers. Find a great deal on your perfect Ford. Make a connection today at your Carolina Ford dealer. And by Delta, official airline of NC State Athletics.
Darling, I was made for you. Darling, I was made for you. The one thing that is true, darling, I was made for you. I was made for you.
My new friends went online and challenged me to find their perfect match. So, let's see how we did.
We look good together.
I think I'm in love.
Nice job, matchmaker.
Thanks.
With everything Ford has to offer, power and performance, smart technology, and 5-star safety, it's easy to see why Ford is America's favorite brand.
Now, get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150 or Super Duty.
Make a connection at your Carolina Ford dealer today.
When my heart was failing, these are the hands that used the latest technology and research to save my life.
These are the eyes of my UNC Rex Heart and Vascular team who saw a solution for me when others did not.
These are the minds, hand-selected for their expertise, that saved my wife's heart when she was out of options.
And we are the hearts
that beat strong.
Because of UNC Rex.
This year, NC State is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Carter Finley Stadium. The greatest rushing performance in the history of the stadium came compliments of the incomparable Ted Brown, who piled up 251 yards on 37 carries against ninth-ranked Penn State's vaunted defense on November 5th, 1977. Among other things, Brown ran through all of his number 23 jerseys, forcing him to wear the number 19 by game's end. Like many of Brown's records, it's a mark that still stands today. More of the Dave Doeren Show in a moment.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of NC State Athletics.
Darling, I was made for you. Darling, I was made for you. The one thing that is true, darling, I was made for you. I was made for you.
Estimating Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Echo Lima. Delta 185, flight control, how do you copy?
Once you get out here, there's just one direction. Forward. One time. Now. And there's just one sound. You and us together, telling the world we're coming for you.
Diana Nguyen, I'm Director of Sports Nutrition here at NC State. I've been with the football program. I've been at NC State for the past almost 2 years. So I'm full-time with football as well as other sports. So we do a lot with fueling the athletes. It's much more than just eating. It's much more than just feeding them. It's very much integrated with strength and conditioning. It's integrated with sports medicine, making sure that medically they're okay, making sure that medically they're getting what they need nutrition-wise. But also, nutrition complements what the strength and conditioning coaches do, in that it helps them to build the lean mass that they want, help them to either build up or lean down. So it's a very important component of football in collegiate setting or in any setting. A typical day for me would be come in here, depending on when football starts, it's usually around 5 or 5:30 a.m. Get the fueling station set up, which is our nutrition bar in the weight room that has snacks and recovery drinks available for them. If they're lifting that day, then we'll make them fresh smoothies as well as have recovery drink options. If it's just a normal practice day, we'll set that up and we'll get ready for breakfast. So we pass out hydration drinks during breakfast to get them prepped for practice. So we give that to especially the guys who cramp a lot or who may be leaner, who may be more at risk for cramping. We offer that to them whether it's cold or hot weather. Help them to build their plates to make sure that they're fueled and ready for practice. Once we're through breakfast, we kind of take care of odds and ends around here, make sure that we are working on new nutrition. I might be working on new nutrition information, meal plans for the guys, setting up my schedule, getting ready for the next game. So ordering meals for the coming weekend or whatnot. And then we get ready for practice. We're out at practice and my students and I go around to each of the groups. I kind of have them stationed with different positions. And we work on making sure they're well hydrated, make sure that they can perform the best that they can while they're at practice. So we offer our cramp juices, which is what the athletes have dubbed it, as well as energy chews to keep them energized throughout practice. Pre-game meal is very important. I never throw unfamiliar foods at them for pre-game meal. It's all very familiar. They know the routine. It's the same thing every time. I'm very specific with how the chefs prepare the food, making sure it's lean meats, not too much fruits and veggies. We want to focus on good carbohydrates to give them good energy for the game. I actually get comments from the chef upstairs that the guys have increased their fruit and veggie consumption consistently and significantly since I've been here. So that makes me really happy to hear. They ask me good questions. They're understanding the relationship with nutrition and performance. I did a bod pod on a guy this morning who said that he never thought about nutrition before coming here. he never really understood the importance of it before, when he was in high school, and he didn't have this kind of resource available. To come here and have me here all the time with them by their side all the time is a huge asset. So it definitely, again, it complements what strength and conditioning is doing, working together with sports medicine. It's very much an integrated unit. We work together to make sure the guys have what they need so they can go win games.
This week's Pack Profile, we're with the Director of Strength and Conditioning for the football team, D'Antonio Burnett. And, well, okay, let's clear that up for the people. This is Thunder Dan, right? I mean, that's how people know you. So, okay, you're Coach Burnett, but Thunder Dan's still around here. How difficult is it to kind of decipher between the two for you?
Well, these days they pretty much call me Coach Thunder. So it just rolls, it sticks. It's been a name I've had for a long time, so I just roll with it.
So you came from Warner Robins, Georgia. You decided to come to NC State. Now, were you thinking about going to Georgia?
Yeah, but I somewhat knew that I probably would have got moved to fullback. So coming to NC State was a great opportunity for me. My high school football coach and Coach Pate were really good friends. So it ended up working out. I'm glad I actually came here.
All right, so you come to NC State, play linebacker. People know you as not only a run stopper, but a guy who could make some plays. But you're here at the same time as LeVar Fisher. I mean, did you guys have kind of a fraternity of linebackers while you were here?
Oh, we really did. I mean, we're number 1 and number 2 all the time. And tackles, he was number 44. I was number 45, the man in the middle. I mean, we had a lot of fun, and also had an opportunity to play with Clayton White, who is also on the football staff here. It was a blessing to have an opportunity to play with those 3 guys.
All right, well, then that leads us into the portion of the show where we're going to see how many statistics you really do know. You talk about tackles. How many total tackles do you have?
I think it's 476.
476. There you go. Good job. And second behind?
LeVar.
Now,
I think he moosed a few tackles, but we'll give him that.
All right, there you go. Most tackles you've ever had in a game?
26, from what I understand.
Okay, because I've got 24. Now, what game was it?
Clemson.
2000?
2002.
Okay. So now you're sure we'll get this fixed now. It's 26, right?
I think it was 26. I know I missed 3 tackles.
If it was LeVar, it would have been 35.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, there you
most definitely.
Total career interceptions?
4.
4. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I was worried about that one too. Yeah, but that wasn't your forte,
No, it wasn't. I'm a run stopper, man.
There he is.
Man in the middle.
So you come back here and you get to coach strength and conditioning. So how did that whole thing work out?
Well, I actually got picked up with the Steelers as a free agent in 2003. It got released. Once I got released, I came back and interned for a semester. Once the semester was over with, they actually gave me an opportunity to be a grad assistant starting that summer. I took it and ran with it. Was a grad assistant for 3 years, and then once Tom O'Brien and his staff came in, they hired me on full time, and the rest is history.
You get your first opportunity to be the head guy this past January. How big a deal was that for you?
Oh, it was huge. It was one of those things, I always tell guys I'm blessed to have an opportunity to be here at my alma mater, to actually be in a position of leadership, and not only be in a position of leadership, but also be in a position where I can serve and give back. And so for me, it's way bigger than just a job. I tell people it's my calling to actually have an opportunity to be here and be amongst great young men.
And be able to develop guys like, I don't know, maybe some guy like this, Mario Williams.
Yeah.
So you were here when he was here. What kind of monster was he in the weight room?
Oh, he was a freak in the weight room. The crazy thing is, my senior year when we played in the Gator Bowl, Mario enrolled early, so he practiced with us, and we knew that he was going to be a really good player. So once I came in, I was a young guy in the profession and had an opportunity to work with Mario a lot. Even during his tenure in the NFL, when he had a few injuries during the season, he came back in the offseason and trained with me a few times as well. But he's a great guy. But with a guy like him, he makes strength coaches look really good.
Well, good. Well, man, it's great to have you here, and boy, the product on the field looks pretty good. Keep up the good work, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Yep, there he is. Thunder Dan, D'Antonio Burnett.
Now a look at the NC State record book. By the numbers, the 2003 Wolfpack offense was the most explosive unit in school history. Anchored by quarterback Phillip Rivers and receiver Jericho Cotry, the 2003 offense holds school marks for total offense, passing yards per game, completion percentage, yards per play, and points. The offensive coordinator that year was Noel Mazzoni, now the coordinator at Texas A&M. Dave Doeren Show returns after this.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of NC State Athletics.
Estimating Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Echo Lima. Delta 185, flight control, how do you copy?
Once you get out here, there's just one direction. Forward. One time. Now. And there's just one sound. You and us together, telling the world we're coming for you.
Darling, I was made for you.
When my heart was failing, these are the hands that used the latest technology and research to save my life.
These are the eyes of my UNC Rex Heart and Vascular team who saw a solution for me when others did not.
These are the minds, hand-selected for their expertise, that saved my wife's heart when she was out of options.
And we are the hearts
that beat strong.
Because of UNC Rex.
Now a look at the Coca-Cola calendar. NC State will be back on the road against another nationally ranked ACC team next weekend. The Wolfpack faces off against the Louisville Cardinals. 12 noon will be the kickoff time. Pre-game coverage on the Wolfpack Sports Network is 10 a.m. In between now and then, we'll have the Dave Doeren Radio Show on Wednesday night. It originates live from the Backyard Bistro in Raleigh. All fans are invited to attend. Listen in to Coach Doeren between 7 and 8 p.m.
The Game 7 scatter report, the Louisville Cardinals. And for the NC State Wolfpack, look, you're going to go on the road. It's a difficult environment, not tough. It's not like it was, we'll say playing at Clemson. But for the Louisville Cardinals, yeah, they've got a lot of weapons. Everybody's talking about them. We're going to focus on a couple of blitzes and really some plays that make them so good, at least thus far. First of all, on the defensive side of the ball, Bobby Petrino, he does not like to face a 3-4 defense, so that's why all his teams are going to have 3-4 with multiple blitz packages. And in this nickel personnel, so even though you see a down lineman, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 down linemen in this particular blitz that we're going to look at, it's a pressure to the basically what they would consider the backside, and it's coming out of a nickel personnel. So what you'll see is this line, they're going to shift over, okay? James Hearns, defensive end. I'm going to tell you, this guy leads the team in sacks, spends a lot of time in the backfield, number 99. You want to watch out for him. Devontae Fields, okay? His hands down, then he's standing up, number 92. You got to know where these outside linebackers are. They can play defensive end. They're outside linebackers. That's why they wear those 90 numbers. The nickel backer comes cushing into the outside. You know right away something's up because I got my strong safety in the box up top, strong safety outside, and all of a sudden, backers dropping out, and I've got basically a 1, 2, 3 strong pressure, strong safety, nickel backer, and James Hearns coming in on that backside. So you got to be able to protect. Know where these guys are. They're wanting to basically outnumber you on one side of the football and create confusion with not knowing who these defensive ends, outside linebackers are. And then on the offensive side of the ball. All right, here it is, Lamar Jackson. Everybody's talking about him. Heisman Trophy type guy. He can run, he can throw. It's incredible to watch this guy play. But here's a play, here's an instance that makes him so unique and why you're essentially going to have to put a spy on him wherever he goes. Look at this formation, okay? We got rid of the front side receiver and onside receiver. So all of a sudden, one side of the ball has a tackle there on the left side. So the tackle's the end. This would be an alert right away. On the front side, you've got a receiver that's also on the line of scrimmage with a tight end. This is a running formation. Louisville runs out of this formation 100% of the time, which is basically a strong slot is what it is. But because I've got a tackle on the left side, be alert, it's a run. But this is why Lamar Jackson is so good. Essentially, we have a running play to the front side where he's reading the defensive end that's coming up the field. Okay, now look, we got a right tackle not blocking anybody. You don't even have to block. You don't have to block for Lamar Jackson. He actually takes the fake to the running back, and then this guy the defensive end, number 42, he is supposed to be faking off of. Lamar Jackson just outruns him. We don't even need to worry about blocking everybody. We're just going to outrun people. And that's why he's so difficult to defend. And you see Lamar Jackson, you got to contain him. You got to know where he is. You got to contain him. He's the quarterback with the football, but look, he's going to make some plays. And that's a scatter report for Louisville Cardinals, playing really good right now.
The Dave Doeren Show has been presented by Coca-Cola. Any down can be the one that changes the game. So try the play where you go big on refreshment. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. By North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering and empowering the people and communities we serve. Your Carolina Ford dealers. Find a great deal on your perfect Ford. Make a connection today at your Carolina Ford dealer. And by Delta, official airline of NC State Athletics.